As a person that heavily requires validation to survive, I feel like it is solely within my jurisdiction to needlessly project my own opinion on the internet in response to other people needlessly projecting their very own opinion. Of course, everyone knows exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. Yeah, it's a topic that nobody wants to get involved with, and it seems like it might not even be ad friendly, but somebody has to do it. Is TF2 sexist? If we hit 500 subs, I'll make Miss Pauling take her top off. Nah, just kidding. It's about the panic attack. Valve wanted this weapon to work as a panic shotgun, where you can quickly pull it out and fire shots at low health fast enough for enemies to just go. Problem is, it takes time to load. Enough time that you will die instead of using the weapon like Valve wanted you to. So you can't just panic spray with it, unlike other shotguns, but you can use it as a combat shotgun. And you know what combat shotguns means? It's World War VI now. Soldier, yep. I've tried to use this weapon decently on him, but the biggest issue is that you lose a lot of mobility when you're not using a rocket launcher, and the rocket launcher is just better at dealing good and consistent damage compared to this. Same thing with the shotgun, it just works better on Soldier since you can actually pull that one out and spam it without wasting time to load up shots. Additionally, since you can't wear gunboats, you tend to take a lot of damage when flying around. The only weapon I've managed to make the panic attack work with so far is a rocket jumper, as it gives you the ability to get in without losing a lot of your health, load up your shots quickly, spam them, and get out when someone's trying to chase you. But that's still not as efficient as just using the rocket launcher that you get with the game. Yes, that one! Turns out stock weapons aren't trash. Who knew? At this point, all I can say is that it gets a 2 out of 10 for me. Don't recommend. Pyro gets a bonus in that he runs faster, has almost as much health as the Soldier, and she isn't as overwhelmed by primaries that basically punish you for having the panic attack in the first place. Running the panic attack by itself as Pyro is a lot more useful than you would think, but typically flamethrowers do more damage. Thing is, it runs very well with the degreaser, as the degreaser has a faster switch to the panic attack, so you can puff someone with the afterburn and try and finish them off with a panic attack, but at that point you might as well be using the reserve shooter instead, you fun-hating fucking useless piece of. You know who you are, stop eating my fucking lasagna! It's human food, not cat food, you're morbidly obese! I rated the laughing crying emoji. You can probably guess why. The Heavy is one of the classes that benefits more from the panic attack than you would normally think. The biggest issue, however, is that to use it effectively, you have to be a fat scout. Otherwise, you're just wasting a secondary slot by not using the panic attack, which means you're not going to be using the minigun and you can't use a sandwich. On top of that, due to how it works, if you're being assaulted by classes like Soldier, you're not really going to be able to survive, as you can't really run away from a fight, and if you fail to kill the Soldier in those 4 shots, you're in trouble. Honestly, if you could equip shotguns in primary, it'd be a lot nicer, especially since you could always pull out a sandwich to heal or the family business for a panic attack instead. Wait, hold on a second. It gets a buffalo steak sandwich out of the normal one. It's not very good. Oh, who the fuck put medic in my list? He can't even use a panic attack in the first place. Like, what the shit, guys? This works. I'm surprised. This actually works. It's okay out of not bad, and it's not actually terrible, but like, the panic attack has a use. It's not garbage. And that's the panic attack in a nutshell. It's okay. It's actually okay. Honestly, I'm so glad that this weapon exists, and I hope that Valve will never get rid of it, because even though it's a bit weak and doesn't fit its intended use, and there's not a lot about it, it's a pretty fun weapon to play with. Fuck. How could they? How could they do that? What am I supposed to do? I have like 4 pages of these because I mark it. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I spent so much money on these. I bought them from the store. Like, oh god. I think I'm fucked.